Hey YouTube, it's Sunday.
Why are you such a copycat?
My face looks weird. Let's address this real quick. So if you clicked on this video, you probably already know what I'm about to say, but you know what, let me take my hair down. I said in my New Year's Christmas haul thing that I got these two kits whenever we went shopping after Christmas and there was like a sale and whatever. These were on sale. And I don't know how to use them, clearly. So I decided to just try and use them for the first time on camera with no instructions. The box actually had like some kind of diagram on the back of it, but I don't remember what it looked like and I threw the box away a long time ago. Yeah. And my face just kind of wound up looking oily. I mean, I know I'm supposed to like top it off with powder or whatever, but like honestly, I didn't see any of the different colors when I put it on my skin. It was just kind of like there, and then after I added it, it all just looked oily. I don't know what I'm doing. However, this highlight is pretty bomb. The blush, on this side it looks decent, on this side I used a little too much and it's definitely a little bit too dark. But yeah, enjoy the video.
Okay, so these are the two palettes that I have. The first one I'm going to be using is the Color Workshop Correcting Cream. So these are also all the brushes that came with the two kits. I don't really know how to use most of them. This one is a small concealer brush. It says it right along the side right there. It does on all the other ones too. This one's a fan brush. I've seen people use this for like highlighter and stuff like that. I've always wondered how they feel, so it's interesting I have them. But now I also have two big fluffy brushes. So there's Conceal, Dark Spots, Correct Under Eye, Correct Redness, Correct Dark Circles, and Correct Dullness. So for the best. So this is the mirror that I'm going to be using because I am unoriginal and literally always do the same thing. Plus it's really close up and I can't see anything with the ring light. But let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm using the concealer and I'm just kind of applying it like I normally would, you know, in the generic spots and where I'm getting pimples and redness and whatever. However, it wasn't really doing much of anything. It didn't look like, so I decided I was just gonna pack it on, and by the time that I did, it was kind of making a little bit of a difference. Now, at first, I also wasn't sure whether I should just like keep using the same brush or use the blender that I use, but eventually I just kind of said screw it, I'm just gonna blend in my face with my sponge. I don't know what I'm doing, what else is new. So because they literally always do, my under eyes looked really bad, so I was trying to do the correct under eye with the large concealer brush, that's what it says on the handle, but it just was like too soft and wouldn't pick up anything. So eventually I was just like, you know what, I'll just use the little one again and I'll just blend it in with my fingers and or the sponge or whatever. So giving that brush a 0 out of 10 as if I'm any kind of makeup expert, and I'm not, but the little one worked pretty well. I don't know, I had to layer on everything and I feel like nothing looked like it made much of a difference at all. So after all of that concealer, I was starting to look halfway decent, but because I literally never sleep, I still had to go to the correct dark circles area because, I don't know, it doesn't matter how much I put under my eyes, it always shows the lack of sleep. I feel like I need to get some kind of special cream or something for under my eyes, or just sleep more, but, you know. So next I decided to go ahead and try out the correct redness thing, but before that I figured I should probably actually wipe off my brush because I didn't wipe it off between anything, and it probably is not going to do anything if I don't wipe it off in between. However, everything is just kind of doing the same thing to my face, so I don't really know if it matters. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and try out the correct dullness thing, and I just was going to go ahead and use that big fluffy brush again because I feel like if I'm going to use correct dullness, that should probably go over my whole face. I mean, I don't know, probably not, honestly, but like I figured I should do it on a bigger brush instead of the little one because that way it can actually cover all the ground. However, like I said, it's really hard to pick up anything on it, so I just kind of started to put it on. And then we had technical difficulties with the shower, so I had to stop filming for just a second and get up and help fix that. So next I decided to move on to the next palette, which is a row of highlighter and a row of blush, which is pretty exciting. I figured I did a good enough job the first time around, and then I had a hard time deciding on shade of blush, but then eventually I decided to just go extra and pick the one that was way too dark for my skin color. Now, just a quick rule of thumb that I discovered the hard way during this is that my face got really oily with the correcting cream and all of that other stuff. You should probably put on foundation after all of the correcting cream and like powder and stuff like that, but I was running low, so I just kind of eventually was like, oh well, screw it, and decided to put on the blush anyway. Now on this side of my face, I feel like it actually turned out semi-decent because I didn't put too much on it. I didn't load up the brush like I maybe would have in a different time if I had been using this more, but then on the other side, even after tapping off the excess, for some reason I just got way too much on there and then kind of put it on my face and discovered, oh hey, that doesn't look exactly good. And in an attempt to try and wipe a little bit of it off, I kind of just smeared it all the way across my face, because when you don't have powder foundation on top, you can't move around any powder. So I just decided to say screw it and move on to highlighter and just go ahead and do that part. Now, I was kind of weirdly excited to try out a fan brush because I had never actually used one before. I'd just seen people use them on YouTube, but this highlighter is honestly incredible. It's nothing like the one that I have right now, because the one I have right now is mostly just glitter, like that's its main part, but the highlighter in this palette is literally just so bright. Like, I was in love with it, and also just fully aware that one side of my face looked decent and the other one did not. And then I kind of also just decided to be ridiculous and start making faces with the fan brush. So yeah, that was me trying out these two palettes that I've never used before. I did not know how to use them at all. There was some kind of thing on the back of the box, but I threw it away a long time ago, so I don't know how it works, but here we are.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that, whatever that was. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to like this video and share it and leave a comment down below if you've ever made a mistake like this. And honestly, if you guys decide to do anything like this, let me know. Or if you have like makeup tutorials that I need to watch because I'm stupid, then that would also be good. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Stay cool, Miyaki-Ados. Or should I say, stay oily. Just kidding, that's weird. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Why are you such a coffee cat?
Also, I know I have red eye in this video. The ring light always does it to me, but I didn't want it to look orangey because I filmed the Shane Dawson video last night. I know this is probably going up later, but I filmed the Shane Dawson video last night and it's like really orangey without it, so like I needed it, but like I'm working on it.